The fabled computer science exam that I had today is over. I finished it, right? I didn't get 100. Um, I don't think I even got a 90, but I'm pretty sure I passed, which is what I was aiming for because this class is really hard. And I love to code. And this is the first class that's ever given me a relatively hard time, and not like it's made me not enjoy coding, right? And damn, my lips are red. I don't know why this is happening, by the way. I don't know why my lips are this red. But regardless, it made me think like I take the shuttle to and from class because I'm on a campus right now with like this is the health sciences campus, which also has the housing, which I'm in, obviously. And then there's another campus that I take the shuttle to because I don't feel like walking 15 minutes away to my car that's in a separate parking lot 15 minutes away from here to drive another 15 minutes to the other campus where I have to take my class. But regardless, I take the shuttle, right? On the way back here from the on the shuttle, I was thinking about the test. I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I didn't fail, but I know I didn't get a perfect score, which it's fine. It is what it is. But I looked back at the 2 weeks prior, um, and I remembered how much I studied. You know those composition notebooks, right? The ones with the black and white weird design on them. I filled out half of one of those with just study material for this exam. And this is the first exam out of like four for this class. And it made me feel weird. It finishing the test, I mean, of course it was relieving, but it didn't feel fulfilling. I didn't really feel anything. And then, but regardless, on the way back, on the shuttle ride back here, I thought about the test. I thought about all the notes I took. And that's where I came up with today's video idea. It's in the past. I'm a pretty awkward person. I'm pretty socially awkward. The other day, so I go to the gym, right? And of course, at every gym, there's going to be a person or people chilling out at the front desk. And my school's gym is that way, 5 minutes away from my dorm room, which is great. So I was walking out of the gym one day, just finished like an arm day or something like that. And the guy at the front desk, and I see this guy like every day because he's working every day at the gym. And he sees me and he's like, "Yo," and I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Do you ever take rest days?" And initially, I didn't really know how to respond to that. I was just like, uh, and then I told him I was like, yeah, I take rest days every like seventh day or sixth day. I take a rest day, or like one day a week. And then he was like, damn, I wish I had that. And I was like, yeah, it was so awkward. And then I was just like, have a good one. He was like, you too, man. I was like, appreciate it. And then I walked out and I just thought about it the entire walk home, the entire 5 minutes of walking, and then I forgot about it because it's in the past. Being a relatively socially awkward person, I initially found it really hard to speak in front of a camera. I mean, even though it's not, it's not a social environment really. It's just me with a headset on speaking into a tiny little webcam, but it helps me in a way um, speak more fluently and more clear, and it helped me string sentences together. And that might not be apparent through my speaking because I say a lot of random things and I don't make sense a lot of the time. And also, I have a little bit of a lisp. I don't know if you can tell, but doing this has benefited me a lot, especially with just having normal conversations with people. And that's where my next point comes in. A lot of people are pretty socially awkward, but more people hang on to stuff that either was their fault or wasn't their fault, but they hang on to it because it was relatively negative and they don't leave it behind. That fact alone can be pretty detrimental to your mental health. I don't mean to keep bringing this up, but the my car crash. I At first I was in denial, right? Like the instant it happened, I was like, no way, this happened to me. And I remember after the car crash, I had to get a ride back because I was on my way here. I had to get a ride back with a police officer to my dorm, and the entire ride home I was fighting tears because that car meant so much to me. And I was still in denial. I was like, no, there's no way this happened. There's no way this happened. And eventually I had to, like accept the fact that, they're like it's gone, it's totaled because initially in the crash, the the car, if you looked at it from like the back, right? If you looked at its butt, you you would think it's a completely normal car, and then you looked at its face, and then it was like, "Oh, yeah, it's kinda rough." And I originally thought, "Oh, well, like, it's fine, though I'll just, like, get it repaired." And then I realized that when airbags deploy on a vehicle, that usually means it's totaled. So then once I found that out from my parents and the insurance report that the car was declared totaled, I kinda had no choice but to let the car go. I had to leave it in the past, and that really helped me grow. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist. I do not know how you can practice leaving things in the past. I'm just here to tell you that it is something that if you have done before or if you know how to do, it's something you need to prioritize more. And there's another thing, right? That like for me personally, I don't know if about you, but and when I say you, I mean my audience, like you as my viewer. But when I have an awkward moment with a person, like one of my friends or just like a random person on on the sidewalk, I walk away from it and I think, "Oh, that was really awkward," for like a few seconds and I let it go. It's great, right? But a lot of people will hang on to that for so long, for like an unnatural amount of time because they think, "Oh, this person's going to like every time they see me, they're going to think I'm an idiot or whatever." Everyone is dealing with their own shit and everyone's studying, everyone is awkward. So, in reality, people don't care at all, really. They will approach you and then you'll be awkward and then they'll be like, "Oh, okay. I remember when I did that once." So I'm here to tell you today it is not that serious. Leave it in the past. Try your best to do that and I promise your life will be so much better. Your consciousness will be so much less crowded and that is so important.